Hey, what's up, universe? It's 2:55 p.m. on Monday, May, what is it, the 8th? Yeah, the 8th, May 8th, 2023. I just took some time to freak out. You know, since I'm in this conference room, it's nice and private, so I'm able to cry and pace and do all of my favorite things that I like to do when I'm processing things. Primarily cry and pace. And talk to myself. I started to read through this gift, this thank you card again, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and let myself celebrate this, let myself receive this and share this, and I'm just gonna be more mindful about what I read, because I thought, it's not what I read before. I'm not the one that put it there, so we don't need to get into the who's right or wrong as far as legal stuff goes, whatever. It doesn't matter. I'm just letting you know that I freaked out. And I have, I guess, gained a little bit more composure. So let us begin again with the original intent. So I'm going to read these farewell notes that were provided to me in a thank you card. And I want to thank the people that put it together, that organized it, gathering all this information. And I want to thank the people that took the time to write thank you notes to me. So I appreciate that. Thank you very much. So per the original format, I'm going to just read each one of these and acknowledge them and speak to what comes up. So, all right, thanks for watching. Zach, thank you for all that you've done here, and I greatly appreciate the training you facilitated during my first week here. You have wonderful energy. I wish you all the best. Thank you. I appreciate that. Zach, you will be so missed. I know that only great things are ahead of you. Take care and best wishes. Thank you. And again, that was from an individual that I worked a lot with, closely with, and they're very, very kind. And thank you. And they're very generous. Thank you. Zach, it's always a pleasure to talk with you, and it's a shame we didn't get to do so as much as I'd like. I hope our paths cross again in the future, and wherever your soul takes you next allows you to be your true self. Thank you. And I'll admit that second go around, I actually got that sentence out of my mouth a little bit easier than I did the very first time. Zach, thank you for all of your support, kindness, and wisdom. You have made such an impact on this team and will be greatly missed. It's been an absolute pleasure working with you, and I wish you all of the success with your future endeavors. And thank you. And again, as I mentioned in my original video, this individual I didn't work directly with very often. And so I'm very grateful to receive this, and I appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. Hey, Zach, thank you for being a constant source of good vibes and thoughtfulness. You will be missed. Wishing you all the very best on your next steps and beyond. Thank you. Thank you. Take care, Zach, and all the best in your future endeavors. Thank you. And in my previous video, and I'll make the same joke here, and I'll reply to this person, and I trust that your future will be filled with many uninterrupted weekends from your in-laws. It's just one of the things I remember. It's some of the conversations that we've had, and it's total joke. It's a personal funny, haha. So Sensei Zach, I hope you have another amazing journey on your next chapter. Thank you for being you and always sharing out the knowledge. Never change that. P.S. I will be waiting on the first ever AI in person presented by the Zach. Thank you. This is definitely from an individual that I've worked a lot with, and I greatly appreciate. Everybody on the team is amazing, and the support that helps us too, the frontline, amazing group of people. So thank you. Zach, all of the luck on what comes next for you. My Zendesk training turned one-on-one with you will always be a memorable moment. Your kindness and compassion was a welcome introduction, and you will absolutely be missed. Thank you. And thank you. In the original video, I spoke to this as well, that I remember that conversation, and this individual, I believe, they're fairly new to the team within the last 2 to 3 months. And I just remember feeling and sensing some of their apprehension, maybe some of their anxiety, some of their uncertainty around things, and just spoke to that to allay and assuage any type of worry around that. Anxiety is something that I'm extremely familiar with and how it feels, and it's one of the primary reasons I work on being so grounded, is because that feeling is awful. And I very much desire that those that live with anxiety and have to maneuver and navigate life with anxiety, that they find a way to be released from that, because it's awful. It is. Best wishes on your next journey, and always. Thanks again for all your support, insight, and positive energy. Thank you. And this one is a long, one of the longer notes. I have a couple of these. And this individual I've spoken to on the phone since I've left, so I know that we're going to be in touch, and I appreciate the relationship and the message, so thank you. So let me read it. Zach, I will miss your voice of reason, morality, and consideration. You inspire me to say things that might be hard to hear, but are needed for the betterment of us all. As a fellow Sagittarius, I know brutal honesty comes with the territory. You were able to deliver messages with grace and kindness. When you first joined the team, I didn't know what we needed from you, but I feel like we not be able to live without you. The knowledge you graciously and joyously shared will be remembered. Your impact will stay with this team for years to come. I hope you are as excited as the team is for your next project you will effortlessly fall into and master with ease. Like a true sage, I know you will continue on your path to quench your thirst for knowledge and understanding. I wish you all the best with what you will acquire on your journey. P.S. Don't be a stranger and share what you discover. P.P.S. And there's a picture, and it says, this may or may not be an accurate representation of my face on Tuesday when the bomb was dropped of your departure. Okay, I'll be honest, it was my face. And it's a crying face, so I appreciate that. I have definitely had very similar, if not the same face, multiple times as I've been maneuvering through the change. So thank you. Zach, is this really happening? No. Haha, joke's on you. That's what they wrote to me. They go, I guess it is, because I'm signing a see you later card with your name on it. I refuse to say goodbye. You will be missed tremendously, and I look forward to following your journey. Continue to speak up for what you believe in. Continue to be impactful, caring, and honest, wherever this new chapter takes you. Wish you all the best, Zach. And thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you. Good luck in your future endeavors. Thank you. Zach, I wish you the best of luck on your future endeavors. Take care. Thank you. I appreciate all of your help and support, and while I wish we could have worked together longer, I know you're going to do great things. Thank you. Thank you for all of the work that you've done and positive vibes that you brought to our team. Thank you. This one is from one of my closer associates on the team for sure, one of my good friends. Going to miss our day-to-day interactions and our one-to-one conversations that always seem to end much too soon. So excited for you in your next journey, wherever that may take you. In this particular individual, I know that my departure impacts the whole team. It impacts this individual in a little bit more of a direct way. And like I said, we're really good friends, and some of these relationships are really hard to change. It's been a pleasure working with you, Zach. Thank you for being so kind and welcoming. Good luck on your future endeavors. Thank you. I'll miss your voice in the team, and it's been a pleasure working with you. I hope you find everything you're looking for. Thank you. And I called this out in my original video, and I'm going to call it out here again. It is that message there from this individual that actually inspired me to do this video. And this individual was part of my original interview, and I have always appreciated them on the team. I've actually been intimidated by this individual, not like they didn't intentionally intimidate me. I just felt intimidated by them a little bit. There's a couple people on the team, and this is one of them, because they're really good at what they do. They were a fellow engineer, so we were on the direct team together. They have a discerning mind, and just a really impeccable standard in understanding how things work, and being a very balanced and, how do I want to say, just very knowledgeable. And so there was just always the kind of individual where if you were to speak, you were like, I hope I'm saying everything right, because he'll know if I'm not. One of those kind of individuals, you know? So I really appreciate that message. It means a lot, so thank you. Thank you for everything you do on this team. I'm so proud of the work you did in Zendesk. I started this little project, and you took it to the next level. I wish you nothing but the best on your next adventure. Let me know when you write another book so I can read it. And I appreciate that too. This individual stood up the Zendesk instance that I ended up taking over. And in the beginning, we were able to connect, but as time and the team grew, we were not able to connect as often. And I'm grateful for her, and she's so supportive and generous. I was last year invited to work on a collaborative book, so I wrote a chapter. And I don't recall actually what the name of the book is, nor am I going to look it up right now. Regardless, all that being said, this individual purchased the book and read it, and I appreciate that. So thank you. It's very supportive. Thank you. Here's the message that got me the last time, so I'm going to be very careful. Hey, Zach, we only met briefly on a project, but I'm sad to see you leave. I loved your energy, and there was just this zen about you that was so great to the project. I hope you all the best in your search of life and future journeys. Keep in touch. Agile mindset is what she said. So thank you for that. Zach, you came in, helped a ton of people, created great things, and had a wonderful impact. Sad to see you go, but I know you'll go on to a continued success. Thank you for everything. Until our paths cross. Peace out. And I appreciate that. That's from one of the UK individuals. So I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Here's another longer message. And I had just gotten to this one when I decided I would read it again. And there's one of my previous coworkers watching this right now, so hey, what's up? Zach, my sincerest gratitude for the time that we've had together, even if it was brief. Despite not working as closely as I would have liked, I can't help but think about the impact that you've made on our team. Your role was incredibly instrumental in helping us grow, and I have no doubt that your work will continue to be appreciated long after you leave. Beyond your professional skills, one of the things that always stood out about you was your unwavering commitment to your work and your humble nature. You are truly one of the kindest and most genuine people I have ever known, and I am grateful to have had the opportunity to work alongside you. It is not often that one encounters someone who carries themselves with such grace and integrity in everything that they do, and I sincerely hope that you continue to inspire others in your future endeavors. Thank you again for all that you have done for our team. I want you to know that your contributions will not be forgotten. I am confident that wherever your path may lead, you will continue to make a positive change in the lives of those around you. Wishing you nothing but the best in all of your future endeavors. I appreciate that. This was another fellow engineer. We were on the same team the entire time I was there. And we didn't work closely together. And that's just kind of the nature of the work. And this message is thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much for being such an amazing team member to work with. I learned so much from you and can't wait to see where your next adventure takes you. Please stay in touch and wishing you all the best. And this individual, I think everybody on the team truly appreciates. They're a master organizer, and they take care of, I think, all of us. And I'm grateful for that too. It's been great working with you, and I wish you the best in your next chapter. Take care and best of luck. Thank you. And I do want to say, honestly, to this individual, I did a training with her after I came back from Vegas in April, so early April. And that trip to Vegas was such an energetic thing that my head was not, I was just not very present, honestly, during that training. And I just remember being like, wow, that was a little rough. Not really what I intended to provide as a first welcome to the team. And so I'm just calling that out. I'm just totally owning that I remember that training and I remember that initial interaction. And while I can give myself some grace around it, it still kind of haunts me a little bit, just because I know it could have been better and I wasn't where I would have liked to have been when I did that training. So thank you for your message. I am grateful for the opportunity we shared working with each other as teammates. It's been insightful to witness your inner work and inspiring towards how I may do my own. It's one of my personal beliefs that the importance of relationships, how we nurture them, is fundamentally key to our success and happiness in this reality. You've certainly embodied that notion through your work. Godspeed. And this individual, another engineer, I've always felt like we were pretty akin on our beliefs and our approach, how we kind of view reality, how we relate to it, the things that we're looking for out of it, just sensing things. So I appreciate this message very much. And I also really appreciate the picture that is associated with it. There's a moon, like a full moon. It's great. So thank you so much. Thank you for always being a calm presence on that other project. Best of luck to you in your future endeavors. And I appreciate this too. This is from another individual that I worked with. Again, not necessarily a whole lot. They're on a completely different team. And the project that the other individual spoke about, this individual was the first person I worked with, kind of like head, so to speak. So thank you. This is a very, I did not expect that message. So thank you for that. I don't really have any expectations, I suppose, on any of the messages, but it makes sense from people directly on the team. So it's just a little, oh, okay. Thank you. Thank you very much. Zach, thanks for everything you've done for us. Your perspective and eagerness to support the team was always a delight to have in calls. Thanks for sharing your kindness and care with all of us. Hope to stay in touch. Yeah, absolutely. Thank you. Yeah. And this particular individual, I laugh because there's things that I remember about them, and they were like, "You remember that?" I'm like, "Yeah," because it's a little bit like me in the sense of like, "Oh, that's quirky," but there's like this endearing quirkiness about it, right? It's not like there's just things where I'm like, "Oh, that's cool." So thank you. Thank you for teaching me things without you consciously knowing. I can tell from day one you are a master of your craft and research in general. I appreciate you for your humble spirit. It will continue to separate you from others. Best regards. And that's another unexpected message, honestly. I mean, this individual he's on the team. And it goes to show that we never really know. I know I don't ever really know everybody that I touch or how I touch them. This individual on the call, like a surprise call, like, hey, I know it's your last day. So there's this surprise team call. This individual asked me a question that I actually went on a very lengthy explanation or answer to. And I'm grateful for all of that. Thank you for your message. And again, thank you for everybody for providing me the time and the space to get into it. And that was the last message. So there you go. So thank you for everybody that's taken the time to sit here with me, to go through that, to experience that with me, to receive that gratitude from the team, and to witness my reception and reciprocity of that gratitude. It means a lot. I was telling Q earlier, my barber, I was like, I've worked with a lot of people, and this is really the first team that I've felt so close to, and that it's been so difficult to leave. And I'm really grateful. I do want to say, since I'm thinking about it, to the individual that had the last message and that asked me the question, part of what they asked is, how did I learn to communicate? That's not quite how they put it, but that's basically it in a nutshell. One thing that I did not communicate in the call was that I've also had a lot of practice. There's a lot of reason as to why I communicate the way that I do, but let me put it this way too, and I didn't mention this. I've calculated this out. I've done support roles in my professional life for about a decade. I haven't done one in a while, and I'm never ever going back. I've done phone support. I've talked to probably, I think I calculated over 30,000 individuals in my professional career. That's 30,000 individual conversations where it's been my job to navigate somebody through something, to explain something, to convey something, to reach an understanding, to reach a definitive conclusion. That's 30,000, that's at least 30,000 problems solved, if not more, because everybody knows that one contact in a conversation is not just one problem that you're solving. It's not. It's probably like hundreds of thousands of problems that have been solved. So there's been a practical application to the theoretical sides that I spoke about, around energy and intuition and my background with childhood emotional neglect and being an empath. So there's a practical side of putting that kind of stuff into practice. And to the individual watching, if you wouldn't mind passing that on, that would be great. It is 3:21 p.m., 1, 2, 3 backwards. So anyhow, this has been a long message, a long video. And again, so thank you for watching. And thank you for watching. I'm being mindful of names, and so I don't want to speak directly. I know I've said some other people's names, but like for the people that I worked with, I'm being especially mindful in case they don't want to be called out. But anyway, I'm going to conclude this. Thank you again for watching. Thank you for all of the messages. I truly appreciate that, and I'm going to sit with that. Thank you again. I love you guys. I'll talk to you later.